Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to create a multi-page vertical scroll view. Now Pixate makes it easy to create a single page scroll view, but somebody was asking me how you could create a multi-page scroll view. So say that your app is using a lazy loading style, that's like you have a page of information and it doesn't load all the information on there in the beginning. But rather loads it based off of user interaction or based off of a certain time limit or something, and you want to be able to portray that, you have to go about doing that a slightly different way. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. Let's get started. So I'm building this on an iPhone 6, so make sure that your canvas size is an iPhone 6 size, and I've got the layers dropped in here already. If you don't have those, you can download the asset pack from my website. So we'll start with creating the architecture of the app. First, let's just drop in the header, and then we'll come back over into the layers panel. Let's add a new one, and let's place it directly below the header. And let's make it fill the rest of the screen. We'll name this scroll page 1. We'll add a scroll interaction to it, and we'll duplicate it because we're going to use 2, and we can just rename this scroll page 2. We'll make these both transparent, and then we'll order the layers so that the header's on top, scroll page 1 is on top, and scroll page 2 is below it. Then we'll come back over into our layers. Now I have page 1 and page 2. Page 1 is the first page that I want to show. It's not all the information, and at the bottom we have this view more in category, which is kind of like a button. And then page 2 is everything. So it's got all these, the rest of these clothes. It doesn't have the view more button because that's what's getting replaced once we load the more information. But it's got everything else from page 1. So we'll place both of these right below the header. And then let's place page 2 within scroll page 2 container and page 1 within scroll page 1 container. And then within scroll page 1, let's add a new layer. Let's place this at the bottom on top of this view more in category thing. And we're going to make this the button that loads that information. So we'll make it transparent. We'll rename this more button. And we'll add a tap interaction to it. So now we've got this basically set up. You can see for page 1, since that's on top, I'm able to scroll that, and it works the way I want to. Now behind we have page 2. We don't want that to be seen so that if you're looking at this, it looks natural. So we'll turn the opacity down, but we'll add a fade animation so that it appears when we hit the more button. It'll go up to 100% opacity, and we'll make that instant. And then we're going to want the first page to disappear so that when we scroll up, we don't see that underneath it. So we'll add a fade animation to that, and that'll also be based off of more buttons tap. But we're going to tell this one to go to 0% opacity, and that'll also be instant. So now if I scroll these, see behind it, this first page looks completely normal. If I tap it, this new one appears. Now it's not interactable yet, and it appears improperly. We don't want to shoot back up to the top. So the first thing that we're going to do is come into page 2. We'll add a move animation. And this is going to be based off of scroll page 1's scroll position, continuously with rate. It's going to move with a rate of -1. So now if I move this, the layer behind it is moving in the background. And so if I tap, it looks like it's loaded. Now I'm still controlling scroll page 1 on top. I'm unable to scroll down. So what I need to do now is just reorder this layer so that scroll page 2 appears on top, and I'm able to control that. So we'll add a reorder animation. This will be based off of more buttons tap. And we're going to send, with ordering, we're going to send it to back. So now when I scroll up, if I tap that, that information is loaded, and now I'm in control of this big long screen and can control that and go all the way down and all the way back up. And that's it. So we're kind of using a little bit of trickery. We're not adding multiple pieces of a single page. We're adding a portion of a single page and then the entire page. So if you were to do this for 3, you would want to make a portion for 1, a portion for 2, for the first part and the second part, and then for the third you'd have the entire screen. But it's just that easy to make. So I hope that that's helpful, and I'll see you next time.